I've been teasing myself with this for the last couple hours. Just opening this just a little at a time. Reading about it. Ever since the good folks at XTool approached me about doing a review of this new XTool M1 machine, I've just been enthralled with the idea of owning one, and now I do. This machine can do so much more than just laser engraving and laser cutting. It's the world's first laser engraving, cutting, and blade cutting machine, and it's fully enclosed. By blade cutting, this is like similar to a Cricut or a silhouette machine for cutting vinyl, making stickers, cutting paper, cutting cardstock, things like that. It can do that as well as laser engraving and laser cutting. And like I said, it's fully enclosed and it requires no assembly. Let's see what they've included. These are risers for it. Raise it up off of the surface of the table it's sitting on. This is for the rotary accessory because it can engrave round things. These are the cutting mats. Comes with two of them here for the paper cutting, vinyl cutting, that sort of thing. There's more boxes in here. This is the rotary accessory 2, which is the deluxe model of it. And next over here we have the premium material pack. Wait till you see what all is included in there. And now we're down to the M1 itself. By the way, we're in the Shady Acres family room today. Trying to save this plastic. I think it might be a nice dust cover. And Lord knows, in the family room we need a dust cover. Or a maid. Inside the XTool, I found an owner's manual. That's a good thing. Two more of these bases for the blade cutting. Some blades themselves, replacement blades. It has the extraction hose. It has the extraction fitting. This goes on the back of the machine. It has some prisms for setting on the bottom of the machine so when you're cutting, you don't cut through the metal in the bottom. It's got screws to attach this piece. Got a little clamp to attach the hose to that piece. And then of course it has the power cord and cord for connection to your computer. This is the inside of the M1. This is the laser module. It also carries the blade holder attachment, which is nicely machined out of brass. It's beautiful. And it's held in place by just a magnet. You load your blade in here, place it up in there, push it in, and the magnet holds it. It's incredible. This is a 12 by 15 inch working area. And these prisms that it came with when you are going to cut through something, not just etch it, but cut through it, you put those down so that you protect your base plate. There's so many features to this piece, I'm sure I'll forget to mention a few. It does have dedicated software for it. XTool Creative Space. Easy to use. It's free. You can put it on your computer. Of course, there's going to be a learning curve, but it's simple. It's just not difficult. There's a camera up in here, a smart camera. So when you place your workpiece down here and close the lid, it takes a picture of your workpiece. And then you go to the Creative Space software and arrange your picture, your graphic, your text, whatever it is you want to do, and it shows you on that workpiece where it's going to be. And there's your cutting mat in there. You peel off this plastic and it's sticky on both sides, so it sticks down to the metal, and then when you place your workpiece on there, it stays in one place. And like I said, there's an incredible amount of accessories available for this, and we have most of them here today. So let me get at those and I'll go over them just quickly, and in another video we'll cover their usage. I've just installed the adapter for the hose, and it doesn't even take any tools. These are knurled screws, and you just turn them in there with your hand until they're tight. Put this spring clip on, slide your hose on, squeeze the clamp, bring it over the hose, and you're connected. Then you can just take the hose and stick it out a window, because when you're engraving wood or cutting wood, perhaps other products, you can get a lot of smoke and you don't want that in the room. It's not healthy, it doesn't smell good. So you want to stick this out a window or door. Or if you're fortunate to have the smoke purifier, you can just put your hose right in the top of that, turn it on, there'll be no smoke inside the room. I think that's really important for maybe apartment dwellers or someone working in a smaller craft room, that sort of thing. What a wonderful deal that is. And we'll go over that more in another video. And this is the XTool M1 Air Assist. That's an accessory that's probably necessary if you're going to do a lot of cutting. What it does, it's basically a small air compressor, and it comes with all of the fittings and hose that you need to hook it up to your M1 to keep that cutting line clear, keep the smoke out of there, keep the soot out of there. The difference between having an air assist and not having an air assist is having burned edges and not burned edges. Quite a useful and necessary, I think, accessory, and we'll go over that in another video. Now it's because of you, the viewer, that we have such a complete setup here. XTool expressed an interest in the comments you make. They can tell that you're a little more intelligent than the average YouTube viewer, perhaps. A little more thoughtful, a little more creative. So we have darn near everything they make, or everything, I'm not real sure. This is the rotary tool here. And this is the rotary tool accessory kit. And in here, well, we'll start here. This will allow you to rotate objects to be engraved, like a glass or maybe a coffee mug. This allows you to, this actually has a chuck, much like the chuck on my lathe. And so if you have a goblet, say a wine goblet, something like that, that has a base and then a stem and then the bowl of the goblet, and that wouldn't rotate so well, you can actually put the base or whatever part you need to into the chuck and keep it up off of the roller and rotate it that way. It's just incredible. It's incredible. So that's the RA2, that's this, and then this is the accessory kit for it. And we'll go over that in another video. Now I believe this is not an accessory. I'm not certain about that. Like I said, this is the deluxe kit, but I think the base model, I'm not sure, comes with these risers. There's 4 of them in the box, and when you want to work on something that's taller, say a bowl bottom, a wooden bowl bottom, and you want to engrave the bottom of it, you can place these risers underneath the feet of the M1 in at least 3. It could stand up like this, or like this, or like this, or I suppose on here, and that'll raise it up so that you can just slide your bowl under there. That's a great feature. But we have something else along those lines that might be even better. It's another accessory we'll take a look at. And by the way, I gotta tell you, I'm so impressed with their packaging. Even for just these wood blocks that probably couldn't get hurt in shipping, they've just really, they've thought of everything. Everything fits perfectly. And the machine itself seems to be of the highest possible quality. I'm very impressed. Fit and finish is perfect. Now in place of those wooden risers, or maybe even in addition to, I suppose, you can get the XTool riser base with honeycomb panel. This is the honeycomb panel, and that keeps you from cutting through and doing damage to the base plate. These are the 2 end panels to the riser base, here and here. And then there's 2 plexiglass panels. I'll peel this cover off later, but I think they're orange, maybe brown, I don't know. Those protect your eyes, and those go here so that you don't get the laser beam in your eyes. These, you can see these have like adjustable shelf places. That's where the honeycomb goes. So once this is installed, and we'll do that in another video as well, it sits up, this sits up in these holes. The feet of the XTool fits in these holes, so that'll be under there, and then this will be on the front, and then you can slide your panel in where you need it to be. And the reason that's important is because this not only has that smart camera, but it has smart measure. The laser light needs to be a particular distance from the workpiece, and so all of these adjustable shelves allow you to choose that distance, and then when you hit the auto measure button, it'll find everything and it'll be easy peasy. We'll get into that in another video. And then finally, I think, we have the premium material package. Like I said, this is the deluxe model. It comes with the deluxe model. It does not come with the base unit. Here you have a bag that you can actually engrave. Here we have wood, different kinds of wood. That looks like walnut. Many different kinds of wood in there. We have these cool coasters, I guess. I guess they're coasters, huh? And there's a little fish, maybe for a keychain. There's some jewelry in here. These look like more coasters. Not sure what this is. Business card holder, maybe? I don't know. A lot of paper and vinyl. A whole lot of keychains, maybe? Dog tags, something, not sure. And even more. This looks like cardstock. Maybe some vinyl in there too. So we've got plenty to keep us busy, plenty to try out, and I'm so looking forward to that. It's just an impressive piece of equipment. If you're interested in doing crafts or just maybe making money, maybe you don't even like crafts, but you do like money, I think this is the perfect machine for that. And we'll cover a lot of that as we go along. This will probably be a short series of 2 or 3 videos, but I'll do my best to cover all of it. So, see you on the next one. This is Phil, Shady Acres Woodshop, signing off.